Morning. Friday, April 7th, 2023. So what we have here is the Best Idea Award, which is given today to Jono and Craig Hanlon for their idea on how to straighten out the bed on the 48. Round of applause. So they both suggested that I lower the rear. And when I started looking at it, I realized they were right, and that's what I did. I took an inch out of the back. So we'll be awarding them this. They'll have to split it. I'll cut it in half later with the cutoff and mail it out to you guys. So let's go take a look. Let's do the long view 2. Heading out the door. So I could instantly see as soon as I lowered the rear that the space between the cab and the bed opened up. And I'm looking down and it's looking pretty good. This being a bubble back, you know, it's not a flat back like your modern cabs were. It's a little more difficult to match it up to the bed, but there you go. That's what you got. So everything's looking pretty good. Let's get way back and do the long view. Looks pretty good. So 1 inch out of the back was the cure. And I kind of didn't really want to go up in the front because if you look at most of the trucks I looked at online, the bed is a lot lower than this. So I didn't want to really go up much anyway. So good deal on that. So I don't know if I gave you the final look at the fan. I have the fan installed. The only thing I had left was to hook up the wiring. But I got the foam insulation in between. I don't know if you can see it. The foam goes between the metal and the radiator, and it fits in there well. I got to run usually what I do is I run the hot wire. I'll run it like to the back of the alternator, and then I'll run the ground wire inside with a toggle so that the ground wire will ground off and turn the fan on. Don't need a relay. I just use heavy wire and I think it's like a 4 amp switch. 3-4 amps. You see where I'm going here? Pretty much drove it around the block yesterday afternoon just for the hell of it. Kind of taking a chance. I don't have any lights or anything, but just wanted to see how it would do. So I have 2 different kinds of running boards. And I find that when I put the 36 running board in there, it fits, but it's not perfect. This was from the 36 Chevrolet. I didn't use them. I made new running boards. But that's almost long enough to make the whole trip from fender to fender. Needs a little bit on the back side, but we'll see. I'm going to see if I can use these. I've just been putting together some materials for the next portion of the project, which I think is going to be to put the running boards on. Out from Rusty, Rhode Island.